Hi there, baby boomers. I'm John France, author of the For the Love of Boomers book and for these YouTube podcasts. And today we're going to have a lot of fun. We're featuring a boomer supply chain and logistics professional who, for the past 17 years, has mentored children and has driven cross cultural volunteerism for Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Metro Milwaukee. He has led cross-functional teams at PPG on implementing inventory management systems, and today he conducts regular audits to ensure adherence to industry standards at AIM Transfer and Storage. His name is Anton. He holds a BS in logistics and supply chain management from the University of Tennessee. So good morning, Anton. How's it going?
Good morning. How you doing today, bro?
I'm going really good. Um, so Anton Duncan is a fascinating new friend. We met each other while participating in a Big Brothers Big Sisters Metro Milwaukee panel podcast here in Wisconsin, talking about the real life experience of being a big. And Anton has mentored 3 different children in his 17 years and has a lot to say about the experience of it and how to do it well. Anton is also a husband of 37 years and a father to 3 wonderful daughters. So he says, very proud dad. So welcome, Anton. And I wonder if you wouldn't start by sharing with our viewers what's going on in these pictures. And I'm going to try to bring them up here.
Okay.
And you should be seeing the picture.
Okay. I do see the pictures. The picture of the gentleman with the young lady is the first kid that I mentored, Octavian. Octavian, I met him at age 9. Now he's 23. We started off on a very good relationship. I remember when we used to go to the movies on Wednesdays and have popcorn and soda and talk about life and what he want to do when he grows up. And then from there, we moved on to now we can go and have a beer and some chicken wings and talk about his relationships and things of this nature. The young lady that he's with is a very wonderful woman, just recently graduated from college. And I told him she was a great woman, and he needs to cherish that. And now we talk about what it takes to be a man, what it takes to be dating, what it takes to be supportive, what it takes to be financially ready so that when you do decide to get married, you have things in order. He's a wonderful guy, and I'm very proud of him. The next picture of me sitting at my desk is at work at AIM Transfer and Storage. I do compliance. I do continuous improvement. I do all kind of things to try to help look at value added things within the business. What can we do to streamline situations? Mostly a problem solver. You take a problem, you try to figure out why it happened, what you can do, and put preventive maintenance into place. And I enjoy that. That is a great form of mentoring. It's a great form of helping others. And the key is it helps your communication skills for others to understand what is necessary to have a successful business. The next picture of me, that's Isaias. That's a kid that I'm a mentor to now. And that particular picture was taken about a month ago when he just graduated from the 8th grade. I've been with Isaias since he was 9, and now he's 14. And now we're talking about preparation for college, preparation for high school. And as a matter of fact, he's taken 2 classes this summer to prepare himself for high school. And I asked him why. And he said because he wants to graduate from high school early. So when he becomes a senior, he has time to do some things to prepare himself. He's going to be a leader in this world. I can tell you that. He's a great kid. He has great parents. And I treat him like a son. He's part of my life. I love that boy. The picture over on the far left with Isaias and I we just took that last week at a putt golf. We do competitive things. I like to see how he handles diversity. I like to see how he handles situations where things can get tough, and how do you get better, and how do you improve. So we go do some things. That was a putt, and we started off, and he said that he was going to make me very proud of him because he was going to kind of like win, but it didn't happen that way. It didn't happen that way at all. Uh, and that's just the way it is. But we talked about how do you lose graciously and still be in a happy mode, and that's a skill set that as I try to tell them, you're gonna have many times in life where you're gonna fall, but you gotta learn how to get up. And when you get up, what did you learn from it? So it's all about that mentoring of how to be a better person and how to prepare yourself for life. And he's gonna do okay. He's gonna do okay. The next picture is I'm a proud member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. That's my hat. I've been with the fraternity almost 50 years. And some of the things that we do that have helped me to become a mentor in life and help me to form is we believe in manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. Those are our four cardinal principles to the fraternity. And we've been doing things to help people out for years. And I can honestly say, in the fraternity life, friendship is essential to the soul. My best friends, I've been with them for almost 60 years. We talk every day, and we talk about everything. The major topic we talk about today is our golf game. We try to help each other out long distance and those types of things. As one thing I would say to them when last time I was golfing is clean your golf clubs, take the dirt off. They don't sell golf clubs with dirt on it, so why you hit the ball with dirt on it? So those kind of things.
Oh,
It's
I love it. Maybe you can help my game.
well, I tell you this, golf is a humbling experience. It's
Certainly
and
is that.
but with the game of golf, you can really tell about someone's character, whether they cheat, don't cheat, how they how they handle diversity, how they handle things that happens, and how they handle things that don't go well. And it's a great way to see people at their best and also at their worst. So I enjoy the game.
Sounds like it. And I think, what you're doing is you're weaving life lessons into, an outing. It's the best way for a kid to learn. It's just, sharing a moment with somebody and listening to them, and you have great wisdom. So they're very lucky to have you
Well, the the,
as their
the
big.
thing about it is that even though I'm 68, I'm still young. Age has nothing to do with how you mentor. It has a lot to do with the things you do in life, and learn on what you've done in life, and you learn something every day. If you're not learning, you're not living. So that's just the way I
Yep.
take it.
Yep. No, that's great. You this is the direction I was going to go with the questioning too. You were already there with me, but you know, uh, I'm a boomer. I'm in my 70s, um, and we're all aging. And the thing is that I'd like to ask you is, how has getting a little older changed your life, and how has it changed your dreams or your life goals, kinds of
I tell you,
things?
I live a dream. I was born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee, and I would say not the best environment. I came from a broken home. Um, the little dreams you had, but through mentorship, and as I got older, the mentors helped me to understand, reach for the moon, stay focused, surround yourself with good people. As I've gotten older and have watched and observed things, the key to life is be around people that care. Be around people that have the same values as you. And it's okay to say, I don't know how to do something. But one of the most important things I've learned as I got older is to say thank you. The next is to learn to say, I don't know how to do that. And that's acceptable. We're not all good at everything we do. And the older you get, the more you should learn, reach out to others. If someone can do something better than you, that's okay. It's okay. Learn from it because there's some things that I know how to do better, and there's certain things that others don't know how to do better. But as we get older, you should be getting wiser, and you have to learn how to listen and be patient. Because just because you tell these young kids how to do something, it may take them a year before they get it. But we have to be patient because I remember when I was young, I thought I knew everything. Well, I look back on it, I didn't know a lot. What I did know is what I didn't know. So that's
Yeah.
part of getting old. That's part of aging. That's part of staying young. I mean, I love the fact that we sit here and we talk about today these youth doesn't do this, they lazy, they da 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 da. Well, last I looked, there's more youth that are millionaires before the age of 25 and 30 than those are in their 60s that are millionaires.
Mm.
They didn't get that way by being dumb. They have taken the tools that are available, the internet, social media, the platforms. Think about this. You can have someone that's 23 years old and got 1.5 million followers. Think about that. A million
Wow.
and a half followers.
Followers. Yep.
And, and,
Yeah, that's
and,
great.
and guess what? They don't even necessarily have a college degree and making a lot of money. That's the value of these youths today, is that we can't underestimate their value of what they bring to this world. Things are changing. I mean, who would think a car could drive itself? I mean, when we were growing up, that was called Judge Jetson. You remember Judge Jetson in the
Yeah,
movies?
yeah, I do. I
and,
totally liked him.
and we looked at that cartoon, and we were thinking, "Ha, we're not that far from it."
No, we're not. No,
That- but
you're
but
totally
those are the
correct.
things you get by observing and getting. I don't say getting older. I just say I get younger. I mean, I'm gonna consider myself like that good old bottle of fine wine. I'm just gonna get better with time. That's all.
I, I like it. I love that. Way to go. You know, you've been involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters. Is as you get older, do you plan to stay involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters?
The two kids that I mentor,
Yep.
I promised them the only way I'm gonna leave them is when I'm in a casket.
Ah, jeez.
They, when I committed to helping them, I committed. Yes, I will stay involved with Big Brothers and Big Sisters as long as I live because I see what they're trying to do. I understand the mission. I understand the power of mentoring. I see the things behind the scenes. I see kids that need help. I see parents that need help. I see the elderly that needs help. It's a good nonprofit organization, solid. Yes. Is it perfect? No. But what is? So I plan to be with them as long as I can. Even when I decide to stop working these jobs on a regular basis, I can always volunteer my time, my services, and my knowledge. And that's my mission. That's my plan. And the only way I'm not going to do it is when I'm in a casket. Other than that, I'm good.
Love it. I love it. Tell me, do you think seniors make good bigs?
Oh, the biggest thing I get out of being in what they consider senior citizen with the littles, it allows me to be a kid again. I can do kid stuff. I can bottle flip. I can do goofy things and get away with it because they enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And we laugh all the time about some of the stupidest things that we do. And it helps you mentally. We forget about senior citizens need just as much help mentally as the youth. We all human. They bring a sense of purpose to your life. I look at it and say every day I get up, I think about the Lord, my health, my family, work, and my little. How is he doing today? What is he doing today? Is he and I always gotta say, I said, what have you done productive today? What have you done to help someone today? Whether it's that helping somebody open the door, whether you're helping someone take the groceries to the car, that's mentoring, my friend. That is how we do things. And that's the purpose person I want you to be, is that all around guy. So the older I get, the more I get, it becomes natural. It's people would say, you this, it's natural. If you do it naturally, it's easy. It's easy.
That's that's great. When we were in the podcast the other day, you were telling a story about you and your little were golfing and the little hid the ball away in the rough and he said he wanted to give up. Do you remember that story?
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
can you tell that story? I love that story.
We were on the ninth hole and he swung his club and it went about 10 yards to the right. He dropped this golf club and he said, I quit. I looked at him and said, don't you ever quit. The word quit is not a word that I understand and comprehend. You cannot quit on me. I don't quit on you, and you better not quit on me. I said, you need to pick that club up and hit that ball and act like you got to learn how to forget that last shot because nothing you can do about it. And furthermore, golf is a game you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. But you can't quit. And he picked up the golf club and he stroked that ball perfectly, went on the green. He had a Kool-Aid smile on his face. He was happy. And I said, oh, great shot. And then we got in the car on the way home and he says, Anton, thanks for making me go with the plan. And you're right. I can't quit. And I said, just remember, you can't quit on life. You can't quit on things. You got to learn how to take it, learn from it, and move on. And along with that story, I still remember one time we went to church, and they were having asking people they wanted to get baptized. And he looked at me. He said, "Let's go get baptized." I said, "Wow." And then I said, "Why you want to do that?" Because he said, "You told me we can't quit. If you got something you want to do in life, go do it." That was a that was a moment in my life where I said, "Oh, the light bulb is switching on. He's learning. He's learning." Now, this is a youth telling me
Well,
about life things. So, golf is a great place to really have conversation. It's a great place to really have life skills because it's probably one of the toughest sports I ever done in my life, but I enjoy it.
yeah, for you. You have when I met you at the podcast the last time, you were wearing a Big Brothers Big Sisters hoodie, and you talked about how when you wear it, everybody wants to talk to you about Big Brothers Big Sisters. Can you tell a little bit about your hoodie and the
Yes,
experience of wearing it?
yes. So it's called branding. That's how Big Brother and Big Sister called it. And they got cotton shirts that say Big Brother and Big Sisters. And I'm not into cotton shirts. I'm not into I try to be a little bit stylish. I like to be a little bougie when I wear branding. So I asked if I could have my own made, and I do. So I got my own. And as I walked through the airport, people would stop me and say, "Huh, you part of Big Brothers and Big Sisters? Huh, that's a nice shirt." And they, I was once in Big Brother and Big Sister, or my kid was in Big Brother and Big Sister, or my cousin was in Big Brother and Big Sisters. It's one of the most branding things that I can wear. It's because it stands out, and that's part of what you do. And if I'm going through the airport, it normally takes me longer to get to my gate than if I just have the normal branding, because it does stand out. People look at you. People watch what you wear. People watch different things. And if you see something that's stylish, people say, "Wow, I like that." And it's the conversation piece that I like to wear, because you can sit there at the gate and it never fails. People would say, "Are you part of Big Brother and Big Sisters?" Yeah. "Oh, I know somebody that did it," or "Someone did this here, someone did that there." So, but you never stop the mentoring program. You never stop the recruiting program. It always there. So if someone looks at it and says, "Ah, I saw this guy walking through the airport and he had this Big Brother and Big Brother shirt. You know what? I think I want to go join that organization." I haven't said one word, but it's the look and the branding that people say, "I just want to get off that bubble and do what I can." And it just takes little things like that. It's just little things.
Well, I think you also mentioned that the parents of your littles uh, really appreciate you.
Oh,
Uh, they've said kind things to you.
but I tell you, the parents, and I'm the parent. The key is the communication. I mean, it's three things I try to bring goals to the table when I meet the parents, and I'm very consistent on three things I think is important. One, I tell the parents the kid needs to graduate from high school. That's one. Secondly, we can't get arrested, because once you get incarcerated and you get that label on you, life becomes a little tougher. And third, you can't get a young lady pregnant. You can't do those things. If we can have those three things that we're successful on, we can do anything. And I do believe in communication with the parents. For an example, Asias said, "Can I get a hoverboard for Christmas?" I said, "Okay." I didn't know it earlier that day. He asked his parents, and his parents said no. And I got home and I said, "Oh, I'm looking into getting a hoverboard for him for Christmas." And they said, "We just told him no." And I looked at Asias. I said, "Ah, I get it. You're trying to put me into a little problem here now, buddy." So that was another learning experience, is that whatever we discuss, I'm going to discuss it with your parents as well. So we're all on the same page. It's no different.
Excellent.
It's no different when you're raising your my daughters, and they'll say, "Well, Dad, can I go to the mall?" And I say, "I don't care." And Mom told them earlier, no, they couldn't. So you learn it doesn't matter. It's still the child. They know how to play both sides of that fence. So the key to mentoring and the key to being successful in mentoring is you all got to stay on the same page. Sometimes the message may not be a good message, but it's a message. And once they learn they can't play you, they don't play you no more.
Oh, that's such a great parenting story and mentor story. I love it, and so real. I love all these things. Let me ask you my wind-up question, and that is that I've had boomers that I'm spending a lot of time with, and older than boomers, and they want to know, and they're trying to build a sense of community within their peer group, and they ask me what's the best way for boomers and other seniors to stick together because they feel like they're stronger together. Do you have any comments on that?
Well, first of all, I would say this: follow your heart. Let your heart direct you on what you need to do. And it's not about your age. You could be 70 years old and be a great mentor. You could be 60-year old and be a great mentor. You could be 28 years old and be a good mentor. Mentorship is not about an age. It's about a purpose in life. And I do believe there's three things that help you be successful, whether or not you older or younger. One is mentorship, networking has a great impact on your net worth. If you can do the mentoring and the networking, your net worth is going to be a lot different if you didn't do anything. Sitting there like a lump on the log is not going to get you anywhere. And
Beautiful. Right.
it
Well,
doesn't
that's
work
good.
it
It doesn't
doesn't work that way.
doesn't work that way. No, you're right. You're such a wise person, and I refer to you as the master motivator. I think you and not just for children, but for everyone. I think you're inspiring me, and you have every time I've met you. So I really appreciate that. So,
I leave it on this. You have to learn and understand your talents. For some reason, God has given me the talent to talk to people, share a message, and make them feel comfortable. I can go anywhere and feel comfortable. It doesn't bother me. But that has a lot to do with the upbringing of mentorship, the upbringing of want to be better, and the upbringing of corporate America. When I was the only Afro American in situations, I never let that hinder me. I never let that stop me. Because guess what? I'm here to do a job. It's nothing personal. It's just business. And and that's the
yeah,
problem. That, if you really want to be a mentor, you're never too old. You can mentor your best friend and not even know you're doing mentoring. If you're on the
right.
golf course, for example, and your friend said, well, how many yards I'm at? And you say, well, I think you need to put the 5 iron down and use your 4. And he hits that ball, get on the green. Guess what you did? You just mentored him.
You mentored him. Right. Now I really need that kind of mentoring. I tell you, that's the kind of mentoring I need on in life and in the golf course as well. Well, listen, this has been so fun. I knew it was going to be. But how I typically wind these videos up is by saying, the bottom line is we all adapt as boomers. We have to adapt to our world as it changes and boldly go on. And it's funny that earlier you meant you have to listen to your heart because my regular sign off says, until next time, take care of yourself and remember it's your heart that takes you places. So it sounds like we're singing from the same hymnal there. So at this point, thank you very much, Anton, and you've been awesome, and I look forward to many conversations with you. So,
Thank
but
you.
to the
Thank
viewers,
you.
I'm saying goodbye from me.
Thank you. And everyone have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day. Great. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye
Have a
bye.
good day, Anton.